Well, that's really critical. So when we talk about credit repair companies, it's very important to understand that Credit Saints, Lexington Law, Sky Blue, CreditRepair.com, and Ovation are big players. So in today's conversation, what I want to do, I want to do a quick compare and contrast between those five big players and see who is the best. Don't go anywhere. You will love it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sort of Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as excellent as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, as I said earlier, we are going to compare and contrast Credit Saints, Lexington Law, Sky Blue, CreditRepair.com, and Ovation. And those are big players in the credit repair space. And this is the for-profit credit repair space because you have non-for-profit credit repair also. One thing I want to clearly say here is that there is nothing a credit repair company can do that you cannot do from a legal perspective. The only thing is, do you have time? Do you have the expertise? Do you have time to be on the phone for 40 minutes, for 1 hour, for 4 hours? That's the thing. So everybody has a family, has a life, has a job, and other responsibilities. So a lot of people, including you and me, we would rather just outsource that responsibility to a third party, in this case, a credit repair agency, to take care of the job for us, right? This is the only reason why people choose those companies. Otherwise, if you have the time and you have the expertise and you have the knack for talking on the phone with a representative from a credit bureau or a lender, you're fine. You could take care of things yourself. Nobody says you can't do it yourself, but you just got to think about the opportunity cost here, okay? And how do these companies work? The credit repair companies, they actually they specialize. Okay, it is a specialization. So they accumulate some. They hire the best lawyers, the best financial experts, and they will actually talk to the lender or to the relevant party on your behalf. Of course, they will charge you a fee for that. Okay, and they actually can help you in various situations, including bankruptcies, tax liens, charge-offs, you name it. And one thing you need to also understand is that you got to choose the right one because unfortunately the industry lately has been I would say tarnished by some scams, some scammers. And but I want to reassure you that a for-profit credit repair company is a legit thing. There are professionals out there who do a great job, a fantastic job. So simply because you have a rotten apple or a rotten tomato in the bag or in the basket doesn't mean the whole basket is rotten. All right. You might have a few scammers here and there, but as a whole, the industry is adding value to millions of Americans out there. One thing I also want to say before going to the rankings is that you have to understand you have to know how to spot a credit repair scam. And this is something that we have seen in our research that a lot of consumers, hundreds of thousands of consumers, are falling for. So I'm going to give you a few criteria, a few pointers to decipher whether or not a situation is a credit repair scam or not. If you see a poorly designed website, you want to run as fast away as Usain Bolt. Get out of there. Don't even talk to them. Okay. If you see a strange email address, if you see if you read bad third party reviews, if they ask for upfront payments, if they have no phone number, they just want to they want you to contact them through a form, a web form. No, a legit business needs to have a phone number. You need to speak to a live person, not a robot, sitting somewhere in the Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean, no, you got to speak to someone. And if they tell you that they guarantee specific results, you wanna really get out of there as fast as possible because nothing is guaranteed. They are going to try their best to work on your behalf, but you know what? If they start telling you, if they start promising you the skies and the heavens and everything, no, it doesn't work. And if they prohibit contact, in other words, if they ask you that you don't contact credit reporting bureaus or creditors yourself, You want to stay away. And one thing I also want to say is that if they tell you that they have some kind of a quote unquote inside knowledge, again, this is this is a harbinger of a bad player. Okay, and if they actually tell you, for instance, also that they want you to rely heavily on new credit, in other words, that they're asking you to open new accounts, whatever, don't do that. Okay, so one thing I want to say here is that overall, the point I'm trying to make here is that to repair your credit, you can do it yourself. If you don't have the expertise, just listen to this show until the end because we're going to compare and contrast those five players and you would understand who or whom to work with. But if you don't want to have those problems in the future, credit repair issues in the future, please start paying your bills on time. You want to limit inquiries. In other words, don't try to open new accounts, new credit accounts, loans, and credit cards. You want to acknowledge past mistakes and work and trying to fix them and avoid overactivity. This is very important. You can also try to use the credit repair software. Also, you can try credit counseling, debt consolidation, debt settlements. Those are a few of the solutions you can use if you don't want to go through a credit repair company. All right. Before I get into the actual rankings, please check out the short evaluation. It shows you our method, our approach when it comes to evaluating and categorizing and reviewing credit repair companies on this show. Okay, let's actually get into the actual nitty gritty here. So today I am comparing and contrasting Credit Saints, Lexington Law, Sky Blue, CreditRepair.com, and Ovation. Let's start with Credit Saints. So Credit Saints is they've been around for the last 15 years, and they actually their job, their mission at least, is to help Americans fix their shaky credit histories. This is I'm just quoting verbatim the company's um the company's mission statement, and we love the fact that they have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2007. So this is a legit company, and they're a market leader here. I mean, Credit is a market leader in terms of credit repair and credit counseling, and they have we love their 90-day money back guarantee because this is really a criterion of validity, of credibility, the ability that they are telling you, hey, listen, if you're not satisfied with our service, we're going to reimburse you. We're going to refund your cash within 90 days. That's fantastic. And we love the fact that they also have a lower monthly fee for some consumers. So this is pretty cool. I mean, we've seen cases where you can spend at least you can spend at most $50 per month or $75 per month on certain files. So this is pretty good. And the cool thing here is that a credit sent repair work in a very simple way. You book a free consultation. They identify your verification. You choose a plan. They try to work with you to remove negative items, and they release a credit report. And they do this after 45 days. So they show you the before and after, so you can see what they are actually working on. And in terms of pricing, they have three plans. Okay, they have the polished plan, $99 first work fee. Then they have the remodel plan, $99 first work fee plus and $100 a month after that. And then they have the clean slate plan. This is a first work fee of 195 and 119.99 a month afterwards. Okay, and in terms of pros and cons, the pros, you have money back guarantee, highly ranked, flexible cancellation, affordable plans, and excellent service. What about the cons? They're not available right now in all states. For example, if you live in Georgia, Kansas, and South Carolina, you cannot access those credit repair services, and they have high first work fee. And it really because their first work fee starts at $99. That's a lot. Let's talk now about Lexington Law. Lexington Law is another great player. Okay, and let's face it, If you are in bad shape right now from a credit perspective, you might need a player like Lexington Law in terms of helping you fix your credit so you can get a car loan, a mortgage, or some kind of personal loan. So you can repair, again, you can repair your credit yourself, but it's a tedious process. We've tried it. Believe me, we've tried it. So you need to follow rigid timelines. You need to write persistent letters to different credit bureaus, and you need to wrap your head around complicated terms and industry jargon. Who needs that? I better drink some coffee. I'm not going to spend my time just do. So unless you have a knack for that terminology, you have the time for it, you might want to hire a firm like Lexington Law. Now, this is a firm that's been around for the last 30 years. Again, this is a big player, and they have consumers in all 50 states, so they cover the whole United States. And for a monthly fee, this Utah-based firm will help you remove negative items from your credit report, and the process can, within a few months, lead to a better credit score. We've done a little bit of analysis, and we've seen that within 3 months, you can start seeing some real results here. And how does the Lexington Law works? Very simple. They actually you do an initial consulting, I would say initial meeting where you talk to them about your situation, and they start doing the work. Okay. In the first phase of the credit repair process, you can get a free copy of your report and consult with the attorneys and paralegals from Lexington Law to actually decide which items in your credit reports could be contested. Okay, so and then they work with you to see what works, what doesn't work, and it's really a reciprocal. It's really a mutual conversation here. It's not a monologue. It's a dialogue you have with them, and it's a trials and errors. They try to see what works and what doesn't, and they fix it as you go along. Okay, and the thing here is that they actually, in terms of their plan, in terms of their costs, you have three plans. You have the Concord Standard, the Concord Premier, and the Premier Plus. The Concord Standard costs about $90 a month, and the Premier about $110 a month, and the Premier Plus about $129, $130 a month. Okay, so this is the standard there, and the pros and cons. The pros: you have a legal team, a highly trained legal team. You have a fairly priced plan, high quality credit analysis and counseling, great customer experience. The customer experience is fantastic. We've tried them out. Wonderful, wonderful. What about the cons? They have a low BBB rating. More expensive plans have unnecessary features, and you have extra reports that cost more. Okay, something you need to be aware of. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. How are you? We're still having a conversation right now about Credit Saints versus Lexington Law versus Skyblue versus CreditRepair.com versus Ovation.com. So I've already reviewed Credit Saint and Lexington Law. Let's now tackle Skyblue Credit, and this is another wonderful player also. Skyblue is an experienced credit repair agency that is based out of Boca Raton in Florida, right? And they actually cover the whole United States. And we love the fact that they help consumers build, develop, and repair any negative items on their credit reports. This is a company that wants to work with you over the long run, all right? And in terms of, they actually will help you work on your credit file, remove any kind of inaccuracies, contact the credit bureaus, and work with them to make sure that anything is taken off that it shouldn't be there in the first place. They will draft dispute letters, speak on the phone with the Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion staff members, and they'll just take care of everything for you. All right. In terms of the cost here, as of the date of this show, Skyblue indicated on its website that you can repair your credit for an initial setup fee of $79. That's what the credit thing called. That's what they call first work fee, right? And so it's $79 and then $79 a month afterwards. And they promise no extra services charge. This is something that is true. They are very transparent. And in terms of what items can you remove if you choose a Skyblue, anything about bankruptcies, charge-offs, late payments, credit card mortgage, hard inquiries, judgments, paid collections, repossessions, student loan debt. And one thing we also love with Skyblue is that they have a lot of pros. great customer service, okay, 90-day guarantee. They take care of the hard work for you. The firm handles all dispute, and they love it. They love the disputes, and they're fast. They will educate you. They have additional services that can be complementary to the kind of situation, the kind of problems you currently have, or the kind of services you need. They have customized disputes letters. They're pretty. They can come really handy. And what about the cons here? It may feel unnecessary. In other words, if you take the constellation of services that a company like Sky Blue Credit offers, you might be thinking, do I really need this? But you sure do. But for some people, again, it depends on how much you owe. It depends on the length and the sophistication of the work that you need. If your situation is very simple, you better just take care of it yourself. You don't need any expert charging you $100 an hour, $100 a day to take care of it for you. All right. So this is the kind of analytical journey you got to go through yourself to find out what works for you. Let me talk to you about creditrepair.com. And this is, you can't get a better domain name than this. Creditrepair.com, another great company. Okay. And they actually, they're kind of new, and they've been around for the last 10 years. And they've earned glowing testimonials and positive customer reviews in terms of their results and their customer support. Fantastic. All right. And one thing you need to understand here, if you go on Trustpilot or Triple B, the Better Business Bureau, you will see accolades that are very positive. And the primary goal of creditrepair.com, according to their website, is to help consumers overcome their credit issues, clean up their files, acquire debt solutions, improve their scores, and achieve good credit. And this is something. So how does the site work? So you basically you can so everything starts with a free credit consultation. All right. So after paying the initial setup fee on their website and committing to a recurring monthly cost, they will access your credit report summary as reported by the three credit bureaus, and they'll then scan your Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion credit scores, searching for any discrepancies. And that's where the whole work starts. So if they see inaccuracies, if they see problems, they will contact you. You will start a conversation, and everything goes from there. They'll take care of everything. Also, they will contact the credit agencies. They will write dispute letters and so on and so forth. What can be removed by creditrepair.com? So you have out-of-date additions, collections, judgments, late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, and repossessions. And what is the cost? The basic plan, $69.95 per month, with the first work fee of $69.95. The standard, which is the second tier package, will cost you about $100 per month, with the first work fee of $100. And the third is the advanced package. It will cost you about $120 per month, with the first work fee of $120. What are the pros and cons of this player? So pros and cons of repair.com. The pros: you have a strong reputation, a simple, straightforward, and efficient process. Everything that happens on the website, very simple, very fast. They can educate you. They have a strong educational background, convenience. What about the cons? Lack of clarity, no accreditation. Right now, they're not accredited on the Better Business Bureau, so that's something that they need to work on. And they may not be needed depending upon the amount of how bad your credit is and the amount of debt you have. So it's a decision you have to make at a personal level. Okay. Let me talk to you about the last and fifth credit repair agency or company on this show. So we have Ovation Credit Report. I mean, I love that name. This is just, don't you love that name? I love it. Ovation, standing ovation for ovationrepair.com, ovationcreditrepair.com. So this is another company that's based in Jacksonville, Florida, and they are actually owned by LendingTree. So they are actually established under a stronger fulcrum, and that fulcrum here is LendingTree. And as you know, LendingTree is the online platform for comparing loan offers, right? And Ovation helps consumers who have bad credit resolve their credit issues. And how does it work? So again, you when you sign on with Ovation, your personal case advisor will first pull copies of your credit report from the three main credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And your advisor will analyze your credit reports, looking for debts that cannot be verified or confirmed, inaccurate information, or duplicate entries. Okay, so you, and then he or she will proceed in terms of removing inaccurate information, making a new plan to optimize credit, and help you establish a credit monitoring plan. And what can Ovation Credit remove from a credit report? They could remove late payments, charge-offs, bankruptcies, collections, judgments, repossessions, foreclosures, liens, and credit inquiries. Okay, and the thing is, whether or not Ovation can help you is a matter of personal situation, because many consumers, based on our analysis, expect instant results when they hire a credit repair company like Ovation or Sky Blue or creditrepair.com. The reality here is that things take time. It's like people just want to lose weight overnight. It doesn't happen. You see a lot of pills being sold on TV. You can lose weight within 7 days, lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds. It doesn't happen. So, similarly, you can't expect overnight miracles with credit repair. It's a process. It took some time for the credit to go bad. It's going to take some time for the product, for the credit to become good again. All right. So, credit repair, Ovation Credit Repair is great. If you're looking for a personalized service, you want to speak to someone, you want to have a conversation with someone over some time. And in terms of cost, they have the Essentials plan, $79 a month, and the Essentials Plus plan, $109 a month. Okay, what are the pros and cons of Ovation Credit? Pros: personalized attention, accreditation, free credit consultation, easy access to progress, range of payment plans, modern websites, flexibility, same-day service, identity optimization, and no contracts. What about the cons? Their youth, so the company is still new. Customer support 24/7, active duties customer support is not provided, and they have a vague refund policy. All right, folks, you heard me, right? So, in today's conversation, I was comparing, contrasting Credit Sense versus Lexington Law versus Sky Blue versus CreditRepair.com versus Ovation. Which one to choose? It really depends. This is the $1 million question. It really depends. You got to ask yourself, is Credit Sense good for you? Because Credit Sense will analyze your credit score during your initial consultation and agree to take you on as a client. The company knows it can help you repair your credit. In other words, if they accept you, you bet they will do everything just to help you, because they're trying to really filter out people they can help versus people they can't help, because they want to have a high score of success. They want to have a high ratio of success. So this is very important. So you have to think about the cost also. Should you choose the basic plan or the remodel plan? What about Lexington Law? Lexington Law has a constellation. They have an army of legal experts, because you have to understand, when we talk about credit issues, you have the financial aspect of things, right? That makes sense because money is involved. But you also have the legal aspect of things. For example, when we have bankruptcies or we have repos, car repos, something's going on, you need a lawyer. At least you need someone who has legal expertise or who understands the subtleties of consumer law, consumer credit law, to be able to deal with that issue. And you have that with Lexington Law. As a matter of fact, they are the only of the five players on this list who actually possess that kind of expertise. Okay, and then you have SkyBlueCreditRepair.com. Now, the cool thing we love about Sky Blue is the educational aspect. So they have excellent excellent customer service. I'll get it. So they have excellent customer service, but they also have this sort of personalized service. In other words, you'll have somebody talk to you. You have an advisor who follows you, who understands what's going on in your file, and who's willing to work with you. They also have the educational aspect. In other words, they know that credit issue starts because people, somewhere something happens and they did not follow some kind of financial discipline. So Sky Blue will help you from that aspect. What about creditrepair.com? Here is what we love is that creditrepair.com has essentially digitalized everything. So if you think about a few years ago, back in the days where you have to talk to someone on the phone, you can still do it. But with creditrepair.com, it's better. Things are faster when you do them online. So if you are into everything online, you don't have time to talk to someone, or you work during the day and you can't have time to speak to someone, creditrepair.com is a great player that you might want to consider. And Ovation, we love the fact that Ovation is actually is resting against the backbone of a strong player, LendingTree.com, in the credit space. So even though they're new, even though the company is kind of young, you have the experience, the depth, and the breadth of experience from a strong player such as LendingTree. So it's a great player to go with as well. Okay, folks, I know you've been waiting for this. So our recommendation is Lexington Law. As a matter of fact, Lexington Law and Credit Sense they are in a tie. We believe we have rated Lexington Law 10 over 10, Credit Saints 10 over 10, Sky Blue Credit 9.5 over 10, CreditRepair.com 9.5 over 10, and Ovation Credit Repair 9 over 10. So Lexington Law and Credit Saints are in a tie, with Credit Saints has a slight disadvantage over Lexington Law. And as I said before, the only reason why we picked Lexington Law is because, in addition to the financial expertise, they also possess the legal background. They have that legal background. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Credit State doesn't have it. It's just that Lexington Law has, on a pro rata basis or on a per capita basis, they have more lawyers and paralegals on their team than does Credit Saints. So because of that, we're giving a slight edge. We're giving a slight edge to Lexington Law, and this is our pick for today. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate talking to you. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.